Welcome to episode number 1 of this brand new MLB The Show 22 franchise series. And today I'm starting my brand new MLB The Show 22 franchise series. And the team, and the team that it is, well, based on what's on the screen, will be the Angels or the A's, and it is the Angels, who are my franchise team. You know, The Show 22. I just think that's right because, well, one, you see on the screen, our starting pitcher for opening day is Shohei Ohtani. This is what, fourth year in the league, because I believe he came in 19, 20, 21, 20. So yeah, fourth year in the league. He's a start, pitches and hits. Unfortunately now, well, even before the universal DH rule, even before that, he couldn't hit and pitch like with the DH. I just even put it was kind of confusing because he did a hit and pitch and on the same game, or in the same game he pitched and hit. Although obviously the Angels are an American League team, and even before the universal DH rule, they still had a DH because the Angels are an AL team. Now it's a universal DH, so regardless of what league is hosting the day, and say it's Angels at Nationals. Well, the Nationals are an NL team, but there's a universal DH now. So all the teams in baseball, all the teams in the AL and the NL, all 30 MLB teams have a DH for all the games, because like I said, there's a universal DH. Opening day, well, it's Angels at A's. It's Shohei Ohtani versus Frankie Montas. If you look here, obviously no one has played a game, but we're percentage are ranked 3rd, but that was the Astros. The Angels are ranked 10th. They're 5th in contact, 11th in power, 8th in pitching, 21st in defense, and 5th in speed. But pitching is top 10, contact's the 5th, and I just said power is 11th, but at least pitching is 8th, which is top 10. So I'll take that. And here's the lineups on it stuff. Montas, I believe, is a righty. And even if we face a lefty, is there any difference between the two lineups? I don't think there are. I think the only difference is versus righties, the DH is Joe Adele, and the DH against lefties is Jad Mayfield. I believe that's the only difference, I think. There might be there's the other. And Kurt Suzuki plays against lefties, and Matt Stassi plays against righties. But I believe that's it. I think. I don't know. I think there's one other. I don't know. Yeah, I believe that's the only differences. But either way, if it's against a righty and a DH, obviously there's no DH, but obviously that won't happen. But for right-hand pitcher and a DH, it'll be Matt. They have Matt Duffy, they have David Fletcher, Mike Trout, Taylor Ward, Jarrett Walsh, Brandon Marsh, Anthony Rendon, Joe Adele, the DH, and Matt Stassi. I believe Ward is nowadays he's a right fielder actually, but Taylor Ward is a right fielder, but he also can catcher, first base, third base, left field, and center field. So he can play. So let us say he can play all three outfield positions, catcher, and then the corner infielders. So he can play first, third. He can play catcher, first, third, left, center, and right. So yeah, not really anything else to see. As the pitching rotation, it's Ohtani. They do have Syndergaard, remember that. So Ohtani, Syndergaard, Lorenzen, Sandoval, and Dimitris. And then the bullpen, Barrera, Hendry, Mayers, Bradley, Jose, Suarez, Loop, Tepera, and then our closer, Raciel Iglesias. So yeah, opening day, I know in real life was April 7th. They pushed it back a week. And by the way, the universal DH, like I said, the rule is on, because that's a rule in real life. And the extra inning rule, which they were going to take away, because of the shortened spring training, they brought it back. So I want this to be realistic. So the DH, there's a universal DH, and the extra inning rule is on, which means to start extra innings, each team that's a runner at center base to start extra innings. So here we go. It is a day at 7:07 p.m. Local time, which is Pacific time in Oakland. Here we go. Angels at A's opening day here on Thursday, March 31st, 2022. Let's get into it right now. Play full day, both controllers per usual. Angels will be the red controller, red for Angels. Obviously, I didn't plan that. It was going to be the red anyways. But last year they went 77 and 85. Hopefully this year we can at least make the playoffs as the wildcard team, if not win the West, which might be hard to win the West with the Astros and possibly the A's if they do well. But obviously they got rid of Chapman, Olsen. But either way, yeah, I don't know to beat or be better than the Astros to win the West. But if we can't win the West, the AL West, hopefully we can get a wildcard team. They're one of the 2 wildcard spots. And I know in real life now there's 12 teams that made the playoffs, 6 from each lead. I believe in the standing it's still only 10. Still only 10 like before, like last year where it was only 10 teams that made the playoffs, 5 from each lead. I know in real life, like I said, it's now 12 teams, 6 from each lead, but I believe in the standing it's still 5 from each lead only. So 10 total, 5 from the, or 10 teams total made the playoffs. Well, that's still the case in the standing. 10 total teams make the playoffs, 5 from the AL and 5 from the NL. So the Angels are the red controller, and the A's are the blue controller. Road uniforms for the Angels, home uniforms for the A's. And we are playing at, it says Richie Henderson Field, but I believe it's still the Coliseum. Holds 46,847, opened in 1966. Or it holds 46,847, and like I said, it opened in 1966. So presentation mode, broadcast theme style is a show theme. It's locked. I can't change that. Quick counts on. The cloud cover is rain, but it's open today, and it rarely rains in Oakland. 2 reasons. Like I said, I know change it to clear skies. Cloud cover to clear skies. 1, it's open today. I don't want it to be raining. 2, it doesn't really rain that much in Oakland. So presentation mode, broadcast theme style is show theme. Can't change that because it's locked. Quick counts on. Cloud cover, clear skies. And it will be Ohtani versus Montos, righty versus righty. Ohtani's a righty and 98 overall. Montos is a righty and an 85 overall. So righty versus righty, 98 versus 85. Yeah, this is fun. And I mean, the other side they have Elvis Andrews, Tony Kent, Jed Lowry, Ramon Laureano, Chad Pinder, but obviously they don't have like Matt Chapman, Matt Olsen anymore. So obviously, unfortunately, because there's a DH, Ohtani will be pitching still, but he won't be hitting. So yeah, let's get into it. Right now on the play-by punch for us, I am the play-by-play announcer for this game. Let's get into opening day 2022 right now. Angels at A's. So the pitcher for Ohtani is him in a helmet, not even pitching. We are live. Oh. The national anthem song? This is actually pretty cool. It's opening day 2022 here at the Oakland Coliseum in Oakland. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Oakland A's here in Oakland. Opening day 2022 comes your way next. Welcome everyone. We're at the Oakland Coliseum here in Oakland for opening day 2022 between the Angels and the A's. Game 1 between the Angels, or opening day between the Angels and the A's comes your way next here in the show. Benny J here in Studio 42, aka the Man Cave. Welcome everyone, as baseball is back. As it's March 31st, 2022, which is the day of opening day 2022. Angels year in review, 4th place in the AL West last year. I mean, they were not that bad, like rank wise for pitching and hitting, but still finished 4th. Frankie Montos, 32 starts last year, went 13-9, had a 3.37 ERA, Pitched 187 innings, gave up 164 hits at a 1.18 WHIP, 57 walks, and 207 strikeouts. It's not bad. The Angels the Angels, like I said, finished 4th in the AL West. The A's, I believe, finished 3rd or 2nd, 2nd or 3rd. But either way, there was only one team that made it to the playoffs last year from the AL West, and it was the Astros, who lost in the World Series. 2-team basketball, 4-team basketball, a splitter and a slider for Montos. Full talent to Matt Duffy as you're on your way here at the Coliseum on opening day. 3-2 pitch. It's foul ball. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize, like when it came on, because it was opening day, at the end of the national anthem, and the players all lined up and stuff, for the national anthem and the fireworks and stuff. Here we go. Another full count pitch to Duffy. That's a little jam shot to Tony Temp. Throw to first, and there's one down to lead off the ball game and the season. One down. And the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Angels. It's Matt Duffy, David Fletcher, Mike Trout, Taylor Ward, Jarrett Walsh, Brandon Marsh, Anthony Rendon, Joe Adell DH, and Matt Stassi. 190 home runs last season for the Angels. I believe I said it. 190 home runs last year for the Angels. I believe I said it. That ranked 11th in the AL. 1-1 pitch to Fletcher. Here we go. That's a line drive, perfect to center. But Laureano is right there, 2 down. Perfect hit for Fletcher, but it's right into the glove of Laureano in center. 2 down for Mike Trout, who obviously, only had 8 home runs last year because he was injured. And the other reason I picked this team for my franchise, one because they have Trout, Ohtani, and Trout hasn't been to the playoffs, nor has the Angels and Los Angeles Angels and Mike Trout haven't been to the playoffs since 2014. Here we go. 3-1 pitch at the ground ball, and that will be past the dive of Andrews, and that's a base hit for Trout on a 3-1 hitter's count as he punched it between the shortstop and the third baseman. And that's the first hit of the year for Trout and the Angels. And here's Taylor Ward with a runner at first and 2 outs. Runner will be in motion because it's a full count. That's a ground ball to Temp. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 hit by the Angels, but 1 hit and 1 left for the Angels. 1 hit and 1 left for the Angels. A's coming to bat, no score. Here on opening day. Shohei Ohtani, last year at 23 starts, went 9-2 with a 3.18 ERA. Pitched 130 and 1/3 innings, 98 hits, 1.09 WHIP, 44 walks, and 156 strikeouts. There's Andrews, or Elvis Andrews. 4-seam fastball, slider, splitter, cutter, and a curve for Ohtani. That's a little ground ball back to Ohtani. Throw to Walsh, 1 down as Andrews is retired. And here's the starting lineup for the Oakland A's. Elvis Andrews, Tony Temp, Jed Lowry, the DH, Ramon Laureano, Chad Pinder, Sheldon Neuse, Stephen Biscotti, Sean Murphy, and Jonah Bride. 199 home runs last season for the A's, and that ranked 8th in the AL. But neither of these teams did make the playoffs last year, though. Here's Tony Temp. That's a ground ball to Matt Duffy, and 1 second baseman grounds out to the other, 2 down. And now it's Jed Lowry, the DH, and the team did lose Chapman and Olsen over the. I believe they traded both of them. Didn't they? Ground ball Fletcher to the right of second, zips over to Walsh, in and over. 1-2-3 to the A's. No score after 1 inning of play here on opening day. Here we go. Top 2. Here's Jarrett Walsh, number 5 batter for LA. Shift is on. And throw right into the shift. Andrews to the right of second. Throw to the first baseman, and there is 1 down. There's Brandon Marsh. That's a ground ball, hit hard! Past the dive and Andrews into left center. It's turned up by Laureano, so it will only be a single, but that was hit hard. Perfect off the bat of Brandon Marsh. And now it's Anthony Rendon and Joe Adell DH on deck. Rendon did win a World Series with the Nationals in 2019. That's a little Tapper back to Montos. Second one, first, and that is a double play. 1-6-3 double play. Yeah, 1-6-3 double play, in and over. Middle of two, the score is 0-0 here on opening day. Bottom set in, here's Liriano. That's the ground back to Ohtani. One down. There's Chad Pinder. One on pitch, and that is ball. My goodness. Second round pick in the 2013 MLB draft by Oakland. That's what Chad Pinder was. Oh my goodness, that was called a ball? That was literally almost in the entirety of the zone. The baseball was, but the umpire called it a ball. 2-1 count. At the ground ball to Duffy, and missed strike call is a moot point. 2 down. Now it's Sheldon Noisy. 3-2 pitch. That's the ground ball. Slow chopper charging his puncher. Throw to first, in and over. 1-2-3 to the A's. And the 2, the score is 0-0 here on the shelf. Here's Joe Adele, DH, then the number 9 batter, Stassi, the catcher, and then the top of the order. Popped straight up by center base. Temp over to his right, and he's got it. 1 down. And way down, here's Stassi, top of the order to follow. 1 out, no runners on, bottom, or top 3. That's a ground ball, Andrews. Throws it over to the A's first baseman, 2 down. 2 up, 2 down here in the third, and so far, there's only been 1 hit in this game for the Angels or either team, 1 base runner. It was a single by Mike Trout. Oh no, the Angels do have 2 hits. One was a race on a double play. Here's Duffy, 0 for 1. 2 outs. It's foul ball, 2-2 now. Yeah, no score. That's a fly ball, deep right field, not deep right field. It's a medium deep right field. Pisani will catch it on the run. Like to the zone, the inning's over. Middle of 3, the score 0-0. 7-8-9 due up for the A's in the bottom of the third. They haven't had a hit or a base runner yet. Here's Piscotty. That's a foul ball. 2-2. That's a ground ball past Ohtani and past the Diamond Fletcher. That ground ball up the middle went through the legs of Ohtani and then past the Diamond Fletcher, and that's the first hit of the season for the Oakland A's. And now it's Murphy with Jonah Bride, the A's first baseman, on deck, and then the top of the order. That's a ground. This should be 2. Fletcher, Duffy, Walsh, double play. As Duffy fell down. It was a good slide by the runner down the center base, but he does get 6-4-3 double play. And now it's Jonah Bride, top of the order, follow if the inning continues. That's a ground ball up the middle. Fletcher will flat it down behind second, zips it over to first, got him, in and over. One hit for the A's, but it was a race on double play. We head to the 4th, no score. Pitchers though so far, no score, top 4. Here's Fletcher, Trout on deck. At the line drive, base hit by the diving temp. That's a perfect cut off by Liriano in right center, but it's a single for Fletcher, his first of the game and the season. And now it's Mike Trout, who did a single in the first. Wait, a 1-on pitch. That's a ground ball up the middle, past the Diamond Andrews, and now going to third, and now going to second is Trout with 90 speed, and everybody's safe. As Liriano threw it to third, as Fletcher safe at third, Trout hits in the center base with a have to be a double or a single, and advance on a throw. But either way, there's run at center. There were nobody out for Los Angeles in the first inning. Infield's back. Here's Taylor Ward. That's a ground ball. Run will score. Trout would hit the third. Throw to first is in time, but it's an RBI ground out for Jarrett, or it's an RBI ground out for Taylor Ward. Runner at third, 1 out. Both the runner at third scores, and the runner at second gets over to third. Infield does come in though. 1-0 Angels. Runner at third, 1 out for Jarrett Walsh. That's a ground ball right to Kemp, and that he goes over to first base and throws it to Jonah Bride. 2 down. Trout will stay where he is. And now it's Brandon Marsh. Infield's back to normal depth with 2 outs. Runner at third, 2 outs. Top 4, 1-0 Angels. That's a Hayden pitch. Fly ball. Pinder's there. And he's got it, and the inning's over. The Angels do get 1, but they do leave Trout at third base, and the inning's over. Middle of 4, the score is now the Angels 1, and the A's 0. Here we go, bottom 4, 1-0 LA here in Oakland. And here's Elvis Andrus. That's a fly ball left center coming in. It's Trout, and he will call and catch. 1 down. Here's Tony Temp. That do have 1 hit, the A's do, but it was a reverse on double play. So far, Ohtani has faced the minimum foul ball. He's only thrown 39 pitches, 20 balls, 19 strikes. So his 40th pitch. That's a ground ball, Duffy. And throw to first, and there's quickly 2 down. That is Ohtani for 3 2/3 innings. Then 1 hit was a race on double play. And now here's the DH. Lowry, the number 3 batter. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. 1,155 career hits for Lowry in 14 seasons. That's a ground ball right to Duffy and shallow right field and an over. 1-2-3 of the A's, and the 4, the score is 1-0 Angels. Here's Rendon, and then it's what? Adele, and then it's Stastny, and then after that will be the top of the order if the inning gets that far. Fly ball deep right or deep center field, but it will be caught by Liriano probably like 10 feet shy of the track. So Canatorn, 1 down. Did hit it perfect again. There's been 3 times the Angels have hit it perfect. But 1 time was a hit, the other 2 times it wasn't. Here we go, ground ball back to the pitcher. Throw to Bride, 2 down. Now it's Stastny, top of the order follow if the inning can continue. If he gets on here, then Duffy will come up to the plate. It's foul ball. That's all Tapper, Montos, in and over. 1-2-3 of the Angels. We're halfway home here in Oakland. The score is 1-0 Angels. As your official best halfway point of the game, bottom 5, 1-0 LA. Here's Liriano. That's a fly ball right to Trout, not right to Trout. Trout to come in, and he will call and catch, 1 down. Now it's Pinder. And pitcher duels through 4.5 innings. That's a ground ball up the middle. Duffy will dive, and he will knock it down. 41 feet from the runner, and he is safe at first base. So it's a 2-out single, or excuse me, a 1-out single, 1-out infield single for that was Pinder. Here's Sean Noisy, runner at first, 1 out, full count. That's all Tapper. No chance for 2. Ohtani wants to go to the first, and he's got him. But the runner at first will hit the center base. Runner at second, 2 outs. And the tying run will be at center base at 2 outs for Stephen Bastati. A single or a ball to the outfield, or a hit to the outfield, should tie this game. 1-2 pitch. That's a ground ball right back to Ohtani. And the inning is over, and the Angels strand runner at center base. 1 hit and 1 left. 1 hit and 1 left for the A's. And the 5, the score is 1-0 Angels. Top 6 now, notching either bullpen, 1-0 LA. Here's Duffy. Then it's Fletcher, and then it's Trout. Fly ball Pastati, long run, but he's got it. Right to the zone, right center field, 1 down. And now it's Fletcher. There's Sindel and Storer in his last at bat. And then it's Trout. That's a ground ball. Tony Kemp throws it over to Jonah Bride. 2 down. Now it's Trout. That was a double, so he's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. So they're starting at third base in his last at bat. Shift is on. That's a ground ball. Bats the pitcher. Hit it hard, but right to Montos and an over. 1-2 throw to the Angels. Middle sits. The score is still 1-0 in LA. I like the new graphics here in MLB Show 22. I like how it's like that. You might think it'd just be like this, the new graphics or the special, like that graphic you saw went to break or went to commercial. You might think those graphics. Like how it showed like 8-9-1 due up for the Angels or 8-9-1 due up for the A's in the bottom of the six. You might think that those graphics will only be on Next Gen, which is PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S. This is PS4, so at least they still have those graphics. They have the graphics option, and like the first pitches, and like the national anthem you saw when the game loaded in. I like how they have it for still PS4 and Xbox One as well. 1-1 pitch to Murphy, foul ball.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
1-2 pitch, another foul ball. Bottom 6 already. In a quick game so far, only 1 run was scored. This game was scored by the Angels on an RBI ground out by Taylor Ward. That's a fly ball deep right field. Back is Ward, but he is there. 1 down. Right now, obviously, like I said, Taylor Ward had that RBI ground out to score Fletcher. And right now, that's the difference in the game. And now it's Jonah Bride, top of the order, to follow full count to the Angels' first baseman. First bid lead hit. Apparently, Jonah Bride is a rookie. Well, the entirety of his zone is blue. Sending Bidley at bat for his first major league hit. 3-2 pitch. That's a ground ball. He won't did it here. Duffy is there. 2 down. And now it's top of the order, Andrews. But this team, I mean, have 2 hits. 1 race on a double play. Here's Andrews. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Tiny's just dealing right now. Ground ball to the Angels shortstop. Fletcher zips it over to Walsh and over. And the 6th score is still 1-0 Angels. Here we go. Here's Taylor Ward 0 for 2 with a RBI ground out his last time up. Right now that's the difference in the game. Line drive, flat down by Kemp. Another perfect hit. But Kemp is right there, 1 down. Now it's Jarrett Walsh. Not changing either bullpen as they're officially in the bat third of the game. 2-1 pitch, foul ball. That's a little Tapper, that's the pitcher. And there's quickly 2 down here in the 7th, still with the game 1-0. Now it's Marsh, who's single batting. I go to the 2nd inning, it said. That's a ground ball back to Montos. Another one of those, in and over. 7th inning stretch time here at the Coliseum. The score is 1-0, Angels. Here we go, bottom 7. They're starting to warm up. Aaron Loop, one of their setup men, a lefty in the Angels bullpen, down the right field line. These bullpens are in foul territory, but they're still in the field of play. That's a ground ball to the other center baseman, Duffy. And one center baseman round up to the other. 1 down. Latest set, Aaron Loop, one of the setup men for the Angels, is warming up. Aaron Loop, a lefty, and one of the Angels setup men is warming up in the Angels bullpen down the right field line. Here we go. No action in the Oakland bullpen. Here's Lowry. Ground ball. Duffy will dive, and he missed it. As I don't think he had to dive for that, but he thought he did, and he dove and missed it. And it's a single, and the timer at first base with 1 out. I don't think I had to dive for that. I thought I did. And they are starting to warm up. AJ Poot, middle relief pitcher, a lefty who's a 65 overall. So there's a lefty warming up in each bullpen right now. Here's Liriano, timer at first base, 1 out. That's a ground ball, hit hard! And now, the runner at first only had 17 speed, so he'll up at 2nd. That's perfect from Liriano. And now it's Shan Pinder with 2 on 1 out, looking to tie this game. On a 17 speed from center base, it hits the outfield, might not tie the game. But now here we go, bid pitch, 1-1 pitch, bid at bat. That's a ground, to be 2. Duffy, Fletcher, Walsh, double play, in and over. And Pinder grounds into the Raleigh Taylor, or Pinder grounds into the in and ending, forces 3 double play, in and over. Right of the 8th, 1-0 LA. Did not two singles the A's did in the previous inning, but they could not get him around. Top 8, here's run down. Win expectancy, 76% for the Angels, 24% for the A's. Still, Montes is about to throw his 85th pitch. Here's his 8th inning of work, ground ball. Fletcher, 1 down. And here's Joe Adell, then it's Matt Stastny, the Angels catcher. That's a fly ball, Piscotty, right field. And he's got it, 2 down. And now it's Stastny, top of the order, follow if the inning continues. Energy of Montes is in the yellow. This is probably his last batter. Regardless if he gets him out or not, fly ball deep left center, don't bat is Pinder. The left fielder, and he'll make the catch on the run, like it is Zell, in and over. Middle of 8, the score is still 1-0 Angels here on opening day. Here we go, bottom 8, and Energy of Otani's in the yellow, so they're going to start warming up their, or that's the wrong controller, my bad. They're starting to warm up their closer, Rocio Iglesias, in the bullpen, and here comes Aaron Loop from the bullpen. And he's calling for the lefty as Joe Madden, the Angels manager, is out of the first base dugout. And he'll take the baseball from Otani. As he did in a tap on the bat along with the catcher, Stastny. Otani's done. He's in line for the win though right now. Luke had a sub-1 ERA last year. He has a sinker, a cutter, a circle change, and a slurve, so no fastball. I don't know if this guy to be scheduled, ready to wait in, and then schedule to put in the game. Here we go. Looks like it's a summer. It is a summary. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, and that's a base hit. So Luke comes in and gives up a base hit, and that's a time run at first base with nobody out. Now it's Steve Piscotty. It is the bottom half of their lineup, but still, time run at first base with nobody out. That's foul ball in the slurve at 75 miles an hour, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. That's a ground back to Loop. Sent in 1, first, and that is another double play. 1-4-3 double play. That was Loop, Fletcher, and then Walsh, 2 down for Sean Murphy. Win expectancy is 85% for the Angels, 15% for the A's. They're now in the final 4 outs. Off the top of the order up one more time. The ground ball, that's off the pitcher. But Loop will find it. And he'll throw it to Walsh in and over. And the 8, the score is still 1-0 LA. And here comes a new pitcher for Oakland. Here we go, Notch in the Oakland bullpen. Closer for LA is warm up in the LA bullpen. Here's Matt Duffy. It's 0-for-3. That's a little jam shot. Shallow right field. Kent will backpedal and make the catch. 1 down. Right now, here's Fletcher. Single scored the only run for the Angels or either team in the stand. It was an RBI ground out by Taylor Ward earlier in the stand. Line drive. Lariano is right there. And there's Twiddly 2 down. The Angels only have 4 hits. The A's have 5, but the Angels, like I said, the Angels have 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and the A's have no runs. Here's Trout, who has 2 for 3 with a double and a single. He has half of their hits. So Trout has 2 hits, Fletcher has 1, and then I'm not sure of the other one. But like I said, the Angels have 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and the A's have no runs on 5 hits, no errors. And like I said, Trout has 2 hits, Fletcher has 1, and I'm not sure of the other one. And then Brandon Marsh is the other one. So Brandon Marsh has 1, Trout has 2, so Trout has 2, Marsh has 1, and then Fletcher has 1. Here we go. 1-1 pitch. That's a ground ball, and that's a 3-hit game for Mike Trout. 5 hits for the Angels as a team. Trout has 3 of them, which is over half. Just over half. So 5 hits for the Angels, 3 by that man, Mike Trout. And here's Taylor Ward, who drove in the only run for the Angels or the team so far in this game. The Angels trying to get some insurance here in the 9th. That's a foul ball. Trout does have 90 speed and 42 steal. I never knew he had 90 speed, but he does. 1-2 pitch. Fine drive down the line by the bullpen, and now, well, land and foul ground, foul ball. 1-2 pitch. That's a ground ball, and Temple throws a second, and he barely got Trout, but he did, in and over. The A's need 1 run to tie. The A's need 1 run to tie, 2 to win in the bottom of the 9th. Middle of 9, the score is 1-0 LA. 9-1-2 due up for the A's in the bottom of the 9th. It's Jonah Bryan in the top of the order, and Andrews. And here comes the Angels closer, Iglesias. Here comes Rocio Iglesias, the Angels closer. 34 for 39 on save, 34 saves and 39 save opportunities last season. 4-seam fastball slider, a circle changer, and a 2-seam fastball. Here's Bryan, is 0 for 2. Looking for his first bid lead hit. That's a ground back to Iglesias. Actually, he knocked it down, but he'll recover. There's plenty of time. 1 down. And now it's top of the order and Andrews. One swing in the back to tie the game. That's a jam shot as he pumped it straight up. So a ground out to Iglesias, then a pump up to Duffy, and the A's are down in the final out. Up to Tony Kemp now. Here we go. That's a ground ball to Duffy. This should do it. Throw it to Walsh. Game over. What a game for the Angels as they beat the A's 1-0 here on opening day. And that 1 run was on an RBI ground out by Jarrett, or 1 run for the Angels was on an RBI ground out by Taylor Ward, the right fielder. And that 1 run was in the 4th inning, as both teams had 5 hits, but the Angels got that 1 run, and like I said, that RBI ground out by Taylor Ward, and that was the difference in this game. Great performance for both teams, but unfortunately 1 team loses and 1 team wins, and 1 pitcher loses and 1 pitcher wins. As Ohtani gets a win, Montos gets a loss, and Iglesias gets a save. And the Angels beat the A's 1-0 here in Oakland on opening day. Ohtani's now 1-0. Montos is 0-1, and now is Iglesias' first save. Iglesias' first save of the season. So 1 run on 5 hits, no errors for the Angels. No runs on 5 hits, no errors for the A's. As I said, Marsh had 1 hit, Fletcher had 1 hit, and scored the only run. Trout had 3 hits, including a double and 2 singles, and then Taylor Ward had that RBI ground out as he drove in the only run for the Angels or their team. As he scored it, or as Taylor Ward drove in, that ended up being the game-winning run, while David Fletcher ended up scoring the game-winning run. Laureano had a hit, Noyce Lowry had a hit, Pinder had a hit, and someone else had a hit. Player of the game is Ohtani, who pitched 7 innings, only did 4 hits. No strikeouts, no walks. Ohtani, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, no strikeouts, no walks, no earned runs. As Ohtani gets a win, Montos gets a loss, and Iglesias gets a save. And like I said, Shohei Ohtani, our starting pitcher, is the player of the game. And that 1 run scored by the Angels was scored in the top of the 4th, and like I said, an RBI ground out by Taylor Ward. So I know 1-0 is not a sight-in, especially because that one run was not like a home run or like that. I did like the Minnesota Twins were like beat the Oakland A's 1-0 was like last weekend, and that 1 run was on a home run. Here, the Angels beat the A's 1-0 here in Oakland on opening day, and that 1 run was not even wasn't scored on a home run or not even a hit. It wasn't scored on a home run or a hit. It was scored on an RBI ground out, but it was still a run for the Angels, although it wasn't scored on a home run or even a hit. It wasn't scored on a home run or a hit. It was scored on an RBI ground out, but a run's a run and a win's a win. As the pitchers do only 10 hits between the 2 teams, 5 for each team, and only 1 run, and it was scored by the Angels in the top of the 4th, as Fletcher scored on the RBI ground out by Taylor Ward. As the next episode of a series, I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life, and I'm not sure what game it will be in. I'm not gonna. Usually I would show you or tell you what the day that would be the next episode of a series would be, or like the day that I'm gonna film for the next episode of a series. I would usually show you that before I start this game, usually before I start the game and the episode I'm filming, or after the game. But I'm not gonna. But I obviously didn't show you before. I'm not gonna show you here after. You'll just find out when I post the next episode of a series, which hopefully will be sooner than later. You guys will find out what day I will film, what Angels Day I will film in the next episode of this series, which hopefully will be sooner than later. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure when the next episode of the series will be, and obviously you guys will find out what the next episode of the series will be when I post it. And the next video on this channel will most likely be the next video on this channel will most likely be the next video on this channel will most likely be episode 1 of my brand new MLB The Show 22 March to October series, and obviously you guys will find out what team I use in that series when I post that video, which should be the next video on this channel, regardless of if it goes up this weekend or sometime next week or next weekend. But like I said, next video on this channel will most likely be the first episode of my brand new MLB The Show 22 March to October series. That should be what the next video on this channel will be. But obviously you guys will find out what and when the next video on this channel, or you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel, or what and when, or you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel, or you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel is, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel, or you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel, I can't speak today, but you'll find out what the next video on this channel will be, and when the next video on this channel will be when I post the video. So like I said, you'll find out what the next video on this channel will be, and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And hopefully I'll be able to post it tomorrow if this video is done up on Saturday, and if this video is done up on Sunday, there might be a video later today, or tomorrow, or if not, maybe sometime this week, or if not, then this weekend, or next weekend, because on Friday, May 20th, that is my last day of school. If I can get all my work done, which I should be able to, and if I do, my last day of school is coming Friday, May 20th. And then after that, I'm on summer break, but I'm on summer break, but obviously I still have other stuff to do, like chores. I put more hours in for driving behind the wheel in person, or driving behind the, and I put more hours in driving, so I did my driver's license, and then I just do other stuff, chores, driving, and other stuff that I can't really tell you, but other stuff. But it's not like I won't be able to film this summer. I'll be able to film if and when I can, or I'll be able to film if I want to, and when I'm able to. So yeah, like I said, you'll find out what the next video. Obviously, like I said, you'll find out what the next video on this channel will be, and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. Okay, that's time I'm closing the board. If you like subscribe to the like button. Subscribe if you have yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos, And you know, I'm gonna see you in episode number 2 of this Los Angeles Angels MLB The Show 22 franchise series. See you in episode number 2. And you know, I'm gonna see you in episode number 2 of this Los Angeles Angels MLB The Show 22 franchise series. See you in episode number 2. And eat a lot of bacon and go Angels.